Hello, hello, Southwest Florida. Hello. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Give yourselves a round of applause for showing up for yourself, for taking care of your own needs, for pouring into your own cup so that you can pour into the lives of the families in this community. Honor yourself not only today, but honor the work that you do. And in honoring that, continue to prioritize adequate care. Not just care, but adequate care. And in doing that and providing adequate care is the ability to focus on you. So I am going to validate the superhero that you are first. Thank you for your service. Now can we please take that superhero cape off for just a second, like 10 seconds, okay? I'm going to invite you to do an imagery activity with me to just focus on you for a second. Before I jump into that, I am Danesha. I am the owner of Dream Identity Counseling. My niche population is working with healthcare workers, teens and families through creative coping, as well as minority empowerment and minority advocacy. So today I want to speak to you about my Art to Heart therapy program, where I do art therapy techniques with teens and families, but I want to invite you to kind of do something with me. We can get up here and talk about mental health all day, but we have to do something with it, yeah? So if you feel comfortable, encourage yourself to trust yourself, to give yourself a moment to close your eyes. Think about one feeling word that you feel right now in this moment. Not what anybody expects you to feel, not what you feel you should feel. What do you feel right now in this moment, raw and unapologetically? Now attach a color to that feeling. Whatever color comes to mind. Now what image, what shape is that color? Is it bold because there's a lot of that feeling? Or is it small and dainty because it's just a slither of it? Is a feeling that has come up just today, or has it been lingering for a while now? Now give yourself a moment to open your eyes. Now that feeling that you feel right now, whatever color, whatever image, whatever shape, whatever proportion of that, you better believe that in a matter of about 10 minutes to an hour, that feeling may not even be the same. Which means that color may not be the same, that shape may not be the same. One representation of that, I wanted to show my own work. So, this is an image of what I did. One of my techniques is called heart mapping, where we kind of just explore our emotions the same way that you guys just did that. I did this with an experience where I was going through complex grief. And so you see some of those dark and heavy colors. And I was able to use this to go back to my therapist and say, girl, now, I just processed my emotions the other day and I didn't see a sliver of yellow. Yellow is my happy color. And so we were able to kind of address some things where, how do I redefine my happiness? How do I identify what my yellow looks like now? Because some of the things that I learned as my happy, it was lost in an experience of complex grief. So through an experience of healing, later on I did an update. Through processing some things, through going through some things, through reinventing my identity and what that looked like, we have this. And so we have some flowers blooming, we have some yellow, we have some lighter colors. Thank you for that, thank you. And it wasn't even intentionally, but I went back to this and I said, and I showed my therapist and I said the intentionality of one just being able to kind of put some words and identify some needs that came through art. So my Art to Heart program is for teens. This summer we have a summer camp, free for scholarship if the child applies. It is free for the months of June and July. This is only one technique that will allow them creative and art processing. Why? Because it's difficult to put words to our experiences sometimes. And real quick psychoeducational fact, the same part of our brain that stores trauma is the same part of our brain that allows us to be creative. So if we are starting at a young age, trauma is the harmful response to an event. Meaning if we are starting at a young age in redirecting and recreating that response from creative coping, then it allows us to become more autonomy individuals in understanding our emotional intelligence and awareness. Because as adults, we know that some of the things that we are processing current day came from childhood, right? So being able to give them an opportunity to connect with other teams that are prioritizing their mental health on some of the 4 main domains of communication, self-esteem, depression and anxiety coping, as well as social skills. Social skills is not just who I see in the classroom now, we have social media, that's a whole other thing, right? So getting a group of kids together, the options are virtual and in person. If you know of a parent, if you know of any provider in the area that their parents are needing some resources and some support for their teens this summer, this is going to be an opportunity where all they have to do is apply, meet me halfway. I have done so much work with this program and trying to give access and resources to adequate care. So I would love to have them ages 13 through 17. If you would scan that code so that you can have my information, but also you can apply on the Art to Heart page. Share this with someone that you know. Thank you so much for your time, Southwest Florida. You have a great day.